This is Roger Hibbert and his beautiful wife Elizabeth, and tonight we are in the 8th chapter of Ezekiel. You know, I've come to realize, well, I've always known that God is real good. God does not cause problems. The devil causes problems. And Ezekiel and Jeremiah are pronouncing judgment on Jerusalem because of the abominations that they have done. And, you know, it's a choice that people make, and when people make the bad choices, bad things happen. If you deny God in your life, and if you deny his principles and his commandments and the things that are good for you, and go the way of the devil gets command over you, and you're going to have horrible things happen to you. It's not God that makes you sick. It's the devil makes you sick. It's not God that causes you all the problem. It's the devil. But if you leave God's rules and regulations, then count on it. And that's what's happening here. So it's not God doing this, but the devil, but they had left God. Okay, abomination of the temple. In the 6th year, this is the 8th chapter of Ezekiel. In the 6th year, in the 6th month, on the 5th day of the month, as I sat in my house with the elders of Judah sitting before me, the hand of the Lord God fell upon me there. Then I looked, and behold, a form that had the appearance of a man. Below what appeared to be his waist was fire, and above the waist was something like the appearance of brightness, like gleaming metal. He put out the form of a hand and took me by the lock of my head, and the Spirit lifted me up between earth and heaven and brought me in visions of God to Jerusalem, to the entrance of the gateway of the inner court that faces north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provokes to jealousy. And behold, so it sounded like they had put an image in the temple of God, and they had done that. Ahaz did that too. And behold, the glory of the God of Israel was there like the vision that I saw in the valley. Then he said to me, Son of man, lift up your eyes now toward the north. So I lifted up my eyes toward the north, and behold, north of the altar gate in the entrance was this image of jealousy. And he said to me, Son of man, do you see what they are doing? The great abominations that the house of Israel are committing here to drive me far from my sanctuary? But you will see still greater abominations. And he brought me to the entrance of the court. And when I looked, behold, there was a hole in the wall. Then he said to me, Son of man, dig in the wall. So I dug in the wall, and behold, there was an entrance. And he said to me, Go in and see the vile abominations that they are committing here. So I went in and saw, and there engraved on the wall all around was every form of creeping things and loathsome beasts, and all the idols of the house of Israel. And before them stood 70 men of the elders of the house of Israel, with Jaazaniah, the son of Shaphan, standing among them. Each had his censer in his hand, and the smoke of the cloud of the incense went up. Then he said to me, Son of man, have you seen what the elders of the house of Israel are doing in the dark, each in his room of pictures? For they say, The Lord does not see us. The Lord has forsaken the land. He said to me, Will you see the greater abominations that they commit? You will see still greater abominations that they commit. Then he brought me into the entrance of the north gate of the house of the Lord, and behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. Then he said to me, Have you seen this, O son of man? You will still see greater abominations than these. And he brought me into the inner court of the house of the Lord, and behold, at the entrance of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their backs to the temple of the Lord, and their faces toward the east, worshiping the sun toward the east. Then he said to me, Have you seen this, O son of man? Is this too light a thing for the house of Judah to commit the abominations that they commit here, that they should fill the land with violence and provoke me still further to anger? Behold, they put the branch to their nose. Therefore I will act in wrath My eye will spare not, will I have pity. And though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, I will not hear them. You know, when God turns you over to the devil, it's the devil that's going to commit all those problems for you. That's the way I look at it. And now we're turning to Luke, the 2nd chapter.